Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. So here we are going back into this demon, Vocab Malone, which I say he's a demon because that's exactly what he is. Yahweh Shai say that you shall know a tree by its fruit, and the fruit that Vocab Malone produce is that of a scoffer, is that of a demon, is that of someone who is against the Lord's men and against the truth overall. All right, so pertaining to this guy, I mean, you got this guy going, all around the earth looking for the Israelites, wanting to debate contentiously, wanting to, cause confusion. All right, and we don't deal with guys like Vocab because he's not sincere. Now it'd be one thing if he was doing that and he was actually genuinely trying to understand what this truth is about so that he can convert, even though he's a Edomite, what I'm saying, more than likely a small hat, so there is no hope for him. But this guy's MO is to basically demonize the truth, to demonize the men of the Lord. Okay, and he's been going at this for years, and that he's a hireling, that this guy's an agent, because how does anybody have this much time and resources on their hands to travel to different countries? I mean, these brothers here are in London. Like, Vocab Malone flew all the way from America to London just to debate some brothers on the streets, man. Like, come on, like that's agent activity, bro. Like, how does anyone have this much time in the day to just, oh yeah, well I'm a fly to London today, tomorrow I'm gonna go to France, and I'm gonna go to Germany, and I'm gonna look for these Israelite guys so I can show how foolish they are. That's the fruit of a demon, man. You see, but this is what Vocab Malone has been doing for years, and he won't stop. And it's already been, like, the point has already been made. Listen, you can believe what you want to believe, but you're not gonna persuade us away from the truth of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And clearly we're not gonna persuade you. So just go and teach what you teach where you want to teach it at, and we're gonna continue to do our thing. But his thing is, he really wants the Israelites to stop, bringing this word out, because he sees, just like the elites of this world see, that the word that we're preaching is having drastic effects on the planet. All right, we're speaking against Babylon the Great. We're speaking against Esau, the so-called white man, and ultimately we're telling these nations that they're going into slavery. All right, that's not a world-friendly message. So of course they wanted to stop. Listen, we get it, right? But to think that you're gonna keep coming up to brothers and think that brothers are gonna continue to deal with you, like, nah, bro. Like, we not dealing with no Vocab Malone, bro. Like, you're a scoffer, okay? You don't have anything positive to add to the conversation. You just need to go somewhere and like I said, man, just set up your own school, just preach your doctrine to your people, man. But you're not gonna come over here and persuade brothers away from Yahweh Bashem Shai, because we are fully convinced, just like you're fully convinced that we're false prophets and that we're false teachers and that we're spreading a message of hate, right? He's fully convinced of that. Well, guess what? We're fully convinced in the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. So here he is in London, coming up to these brothers, really bothering them. All right. Heckling brothers, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga Anton Daniels, Salak, but Anton Daniels, brother's been going in on him recently. But one of the points that he made was, oh, those Hebrew Israelites, they're out there bothering good working people. Well, last time I checked, the Hebrew Israelites are not going, all around the earth and trying to contentiously debate Christians. All right, like going out of their way to do. No, man. Like we just preach what we preach, because we're not looking for everybody to come into this thing. This is only for the elect. All right, only the elect are gonna come in, hear this word, turn away from their wickedness, put off this world, and come back to Yahweh Shem Shai. Everybody else, they're gonna forbear, and they're gonna continue on and be destroyed. You see, but you don't see brothers doing that. What Vocab Malone is doing. You see, so that shows you once again that he's not sincere, and you'll see in this video that he's not sincere. Okay, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and play a little bit of this. Grab some points and precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying.
Why it matters. Because some of the entries, I was going to answer you, but okay.
You said you're going to respect us and let us speak.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would you need to say it's written by white scholars if color doesn't matter?
Because some of the entries are racist.
Prove they're racist.
The one about Ham.
Okay, so we're going to read that in a minute.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't subscribe to the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary because he claims that some of the scholarship contained in that book, which, these are white Christian scholars that put these books together. We didn't write these things. All right. So his own people put these together. But because it exposes the truth and actually goes into scholarship and in-depth research and archaeological evidence and things of that nature, he doesn't agree with it because it goes against his very racist and biased, doctrine point of view on the Bible, right? But as it says here, because they're going into the 12 tribe chart. Now we believe the 12 tribe chart, based on faith. If you don't want to subscribe to the chart, hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But brothers, believe that based on faith, and we understand that yes, we are scattered. Israel is scattered to the four corners of the earth, but the chart just mainly deals with in a it's like in a general sense, where our people are in the Americas, in the so-called New World, the Western Hemisphere. But yes, we are scattered in all nations. Yeah, we do realize that, right? But as it says here in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, right, going into the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah. Ham, okay, which is also another, a dark race of people, the, ancient Egyptians, the, the Philistines, just examples of Hamites, okay? Cush, right? Nimrod was a Cushite, the youngest son of Noah. This is Ham, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro. Okay, so yeah, Ham and Jake may look alike, but we're not the same nation of people. We're different nations. Okay, really, all nations of people at one point were dark skinned, but that doesn't mean that we all come from the same bloodline, because Noah had 3 sons? Noah, Ham, and Shem, right? Israel comes out of Shem. Okay, Ham is a completely different nation, just like Japheth is a completely different nation, right? Different nations came out of each of these sons, but the chosen lineage came through the line of Shem. Okay, which Shem means what? The name. Okay, yeah, but it says Ham, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, right? The Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. Okay, so this is what Vocab doesn't agree with, because he claims that it's racist. Okay, because Vocab, he wants to say that you guys are African. You know what I'm saying? Like you come from Africa, which yes, the tribe of Judah, yeah, like we were taken from the continent of Africa on the west coast, because that's where we was at, fleeing Roman persecution in 70 AD. We fled to the west coast of Africa, and that's where Esau and Ishmael came and got us and had us in slavery and all of that. Okay, we already know the history on that, man. But we're not the same people. That's the point. Let's continue.
That's the one that's racist.
Gentiles. Usually it means a non-Israelite people.
What did it say?
Usually it means a non-Israelite people.
So even these so-called white scholars that you don't like for some reason, that they're white, I don't know why, they even said usually the term Gentiles...
Example.
Why can't you let us finish?
Okay, go ahead. But I'm just asking if you got an example.
So can we eventually get to that?
Yes.
Please. First Corinthians, that's an easy one.
I know where you're going to go.
That's an easy one.
This
And there's more as well. There's more as well.
This is the oldest one
So,
west.
that's enough. That's keep going. Alright, so we also got the Babylon to Timbuktu book. Have you got a problem with that? Babylon to
You mean
Timbuktu.
the book that says white people started by leprosy?
We can get it. We can bring it. We can bring it out. We can bring it out. We can bring it out.
Have you read the whole
We can
book?
bring it out.
And white people do have leprosy. Okay, because now today, they'll tell you that leprosy is like some different kind of disease, but biblical leprosy is your melanin, being stripped away from you. All right, but Edomites, or so-called white people, they're clean lepers. Okay, meaning that they don't have any spots, they don't have any blemishes. Their skin is, completely leprous. Okay, so they will be clean according to the law. Now, if you have leprosy and you had spots and blotches on your skin, then you would be considered an unclean leper, right? But Esau is clean. Okay, so that part, he doesn't understand. You see, but let's continue.
Hold on 1 second. Why are you so obsessed?
Rudolph Winter doesn't even believe in the New Testament. Why are you quoting him? He's a scoffer.
Why are you so obsessed with saying these people are white?
Salakia, one more example, when Abraham, when the Lord told Abraham to stick his hand in his bosom, and he plucked it out, and his hand was what? The account said that his hand was leprous as snow, right? As white as snow, right? So that right there shows you that Abraham was not a so-called white man, that he was a man of color. Okay, because if he was a so-called white man and he put his hand into his bosom and took it out and it was leprous, then that's not profound, right? But it said that he put his hand back into his bosom and his hand turned again as the color of his other flesh. Okay, so the only logical thing is that he had to be darker for his hand to be white as snow. I mean, come on. But that's in the scriptures though. But he'll stand here and argue all day long. You guys aren't the real Jews. You're not descended from King David and all this other madness, man. Listen, Vocab, you can believe what you want to believe, man. You can believe what you want to believe, but at this point, you need to just leave brothers alone. Because I honestly don't understand what he's trying to get out of this. Okay, like I just don't get it. Like you're not gonna convert. Like brothers are not gonna convert or stop preaching the word just because you want us to. No. We're not going to convert to Christianity, okay, because we know that Christianity is a false religion, just like Islam and Buddhism are false religions. They're false ideologies with false gods, okay? We came out of those things, right? So no, we're not going to revert back to being reprobates, okay? That's what we came out of. But that's what Vocab wants us to do, because you see, the enemy, they can't stand to see when people that are regarded as the least in this world, just looked at as niggas, and y'all, you have no history, you never done anything great. That's what they want us to believe, and as long as we believe that, they were okay with that, right? A nigga could have stood out on a street corner and said that we're not from this earth. And guess what? Esau will allow you to preach that shit all day long. Why? Because he knows that you're bugged out, and he knows that you have no knowledge of self. You see, but as soon as brothers start standing up and going into the scriptures and going into the scholarship and once again proclaiming our true heritage and nationality, this is where this is now a problem, right? There's too many blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans saying that they're the true Israelites of the Bible. So now we have to send agents out there to discourage them, okay, to get them to have reasonable doubt in their doctrine. See, but it's not working because this movement is not of men. This is of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And it was prophesied that we would once again begin to call on the name of the Heavenly Father and of the Son in the lands of our captivity. That's prophesied. So listen, Vocab, you can't stop it, man. And really your lot is the lot that you're fulfilling is the lot of a Salakia, is the lot of a scoffer, right? 2 Peter 3:3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. You see, so Vocab, he's just a scoffer. Okay, he's an unbeliever. For this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perish. See, so Vocab doesn't understand that he's fulfilling biblical prophecy by doing what he's doing. Okay, he doesn't even understand that. And see, that's part of that strong delusion as well. See, he truly believes that what he's doing is righteous. He truly believes that we're false prophets, but that's okay because destruction is coming, judgment is coming, and he's going to be at the forefront of judgment when the Lord brings that. Let's continue.
Stop using bad sources.
No, but how is that a bad source? Because it's a white
Rudolph
opal.
Windsor had no qualifications.
But how is that a bad source? It's a white opal. I don't get that.
Tell me about Rudolph Windsor's qualifications.
Say your piece.
Sorry, as a white person,
Yeah.
you've got to let him get to the point. So I don't know when this thing was written.
Yeah.
But obviously the white people writing that back at the time were almost certainly extremely prejudiced against anyone who wasn't.
Especially the entry for Ham.
Right. Okay. So, did not know a curse Canaan.
You believe in the
Curse
curse? That's something invented by white people to justify slavery, dude.
Okay, but even the white people tell you that we're not African. We're the Negroes. We're the Israelites.
Okay.
We're the real Jews. So then, how would you say?
Just the
How does that
fact.
make sense for you saying that?
Because if you read
Because the people that they took wasn't actually Israelites. They were the people that they took were Israelites, not Hamites.
This is what Ariah told you. The Bible never says any of this.
So okay, cool. So they took.
Give me a precept for what you just said.
I can if you just wait.
No, you can't.
Why can't you wait?
I'm waiting. You're just really slow.
So I'm slow because I want to take time getting the
You're
proof.
slow because you're doing the showboating.
What showboating? You came up with showboating. This
Damn,
guy is
man.
obsessed with the Hebrew Israelites, isn't it? And everything
I'm
to do with
Vocab.
Hebrew.
What's your name?
We know who you are.
You don't know who you
said,
are.
how could I not know who I am?
Because you think you're an Israelite based upon the internet.
Okay, but that's your opinion. Does that your opinion make it right?
Absolutely, it's not. The Bible right here gives you no indication.
Okay,
History
all right
doesn't
then.
give you an indication.
Okay.
The reliefs of what
Okay.
Israelites looked like
Okay.
upon ancient structures gives
Okay.
you no indication. So why do you think you're an Israelite?
Okay, all right. So, why would the pyramids, why would the faces cut off the noses? For what reason?
Oh my gosh. Number one, if you study ancient Egyptian history, the common thing Egyptians would do if they had a rival ruler who was in power prior to them that they did not like.
So this was not the Romans
Let me
that
finish.
came and
No,
cut
see,
the
you
nose.
don't.
This was the Romans
Let
that
me
came in.
finish. Let me
Go
finish. They would deface the artwork of the previous administrations. The worst example is the woman emperor or pharaoh, who they literally scratched out her name. There's a whole book about it that
Right.
talks about political graffiti.
Right.
So number one, a lot of this was done by the ancient Egyptians.
What's your nationality? Where you from? What country you from? Puerto Rico? Dominican? Ecuador? Espanol? No offense. Espanol? No, I'm asking.
Really? Do I look like one of those?
I don't know what one of those would look like. I'm just asking.
You look.
Oh, Thai.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to say it though.
Yeah, you're very close.
Vietnamese.
Pardon?
No, she's not Chinese.
Vietnamese, Philippines, Taiwan,
Very close.
Singapore,
Very close.
Nepal. Too far.
Burma.
Oh my God.
Burmese. Okay, we got that.
I've got the gift of the spirit, brother. I should be on the corner
Okay.
guessing people's ethnicity.
Okay.
You guys
So
are like
wait, hold on
the
one
dudes at
second.
the fair
Where's the
guessing
guy?
people's weight. So she's not on your chart, so
We
let
never
her
said
leave her
no,
alone.
I said
Maybe.
come back. What are you doing, sister?
Jamaican.
No, okay, so what, Jamaican. So tell their father that he will be more than likely an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
But they believe you're going to be a slave and your kids are going to be in the kingdom. These dudes are crazy racist.
Alright, we're crazy racist. Did we say that to her?
Okay, if she's from Burma, is she an Israelite?
Well, again,
she's an Elamite, according to your nonsense. Elamite.
She got to trace her father's father, and then lead it. Do you not know that?
But how can you do that?
Hold on.
Just asked her what she was.
Did you not know there were black samurais in China and Japan?
And that's another thing Vocab doesn't understand. See, he doesn't understand that all Israelites are not going to come looking like Michael Jordan. Okay, you have Israelites, that even look like the other nations. Prime example, right? Drake's son, Adonis, right? He looks like a straight up white boy. Like if you would have seen him and you didn't know that he was Drake's son, you would have thought that both his parents was white. But in fact, Drake is a so-called Negro, okay, according to the seed of his father, and his father is a Negro, okay? So 2 generations down the line, his son looks completely different because Drake had a child with a so-called white woman, all right? And he looks more like the mom, but the seed of his father goes back to Jake, okay? So he's an Israelite, right? And you have our people that are either going to look like the other nations because we've mixed and mingled amongst all these different nations where we've been scattered, okay? So it's not about the outward appearance. This is why we try the spirit, all right? This is also a point that Vocab does not understand. Why? Because he's a natural man, okay? He's a carnal man, so he can't really understand things pertaining to the spirit. And this is First Corinthians 2:13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, right? Man's wisdom teaches that, oh, you're biracial, okay? When you are what your father is, okay? If you take a apple seed from America and you plant that same apple seed in Chinese soil, guess what's gonna grow? An apple seed, okay? Same thing if you take that apple seed to Russia or you take it to Australia, the same fruit is going to come from that seed, man. All right. Now, the woman is the incubator for the seed. See, she brings forth whatever is put inside of her. OK, but no, you are what your father is. All right. Not in words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teaches, the Rakakadash, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Verse 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. You see, so Vocab Malone, he is spiritually discerned. See, he cannot receive the things of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua because he's a natural man. See, he's a natural brute beast. All right. Verse 15, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. All right. So Vocab Malone, he can't understand spiritual things, man. He'll look at these 2 brothers on the corner and say, oh, you guys are Hamites, or you guys are African, not understanding that there's a difference. Okay, but let's continue.
Oh my God! That has nothing to do with Burma.
No.
What's that have to do with Burma?
So did not the Americans...
Focus.
Wait, hold on.
Why do you have ADHD,
Let me show you.
bro?
I haven't got ADHD.
Focus.
You're the one making noise.
Now, coming back.
Hold on. Back
So
to
you're
that.
like, oh look, maybe I can guess her ethnicity.
Why are you shaking,
brother? I'm imitating you, brother. Now here's
Anyway,
the thing.
so did you not know the American soldiers went to Vietnam and went all
Can you
over
stop
Asia?
with the one West
No,
trivia?
I'm just
Can you
saying.
stop with the one West trivia?
So you're saying there were no
This is
Israelites?
such a game, you guys.
And see, now that the brother's making the point, okay, because the brother just made the point of during the Vietnam War, right? You had Jakes that went to Vietnam and they fathered children with the local women. Now, the children may have came out looking Asian, They may have came out looking more, more like the mothers in, some cases. But guess what? They're still Israelites because their father, the seed of their father, went back to an Israelite. So this is why we say it's not about the outward appearance, you know, because listen, you'll even have some Edomites that you'll think that they're Edomites, but they're actually Jake. Okay, and just like you'll have some people that look like a Jake, but they're actually Edomites. You know, like a Tia and Tamara Mowry, for example. Their father is a so-called white man, is a Edomite, but they look like sisters. You see what I'm saying? So that's just one example, man. But like I said, you know, you're gonna have our people looking like the other nations because we've been scattered. All right, but it all goes back to the spirit. But notice that when the brothers made that point, now he don't want to talk about it no more. Now he's like, oh, stop with the One West trivia. You guys need to stop it. You see, he doesn't want to deal with the point because he knows that it's valid. You see, Vocab already knows, man. All right, if you understand basic biology, okay, then there's no way that you can miss that point. See, but he's getting cut right now. That's why he want to change the subject.
Nice play. I'm so tired
What
of it.
game are we playing? You come from America
This
to see
shows
us.
you don't look like an ancient Israelite.
See, people know us, man. People know us. Does that make you upset?
They're probably not honking at you.
They're
Brother, when you
literally
have
us.
see lights in the sky, you think it's a UFO chariot.
Not every night.
I saw GMS Scotland the other day. Oh, look, they're coming to get us. Look in the sky, mate. Hey, when you see a chariot or UFO, do you think it's a chariot?
I just answered.
And like I said, this guy's a demon, man. Here he is up here mocking the chariots of the Lord. All right? And he just asked the brother, do you think that they're chariots? No, nigga, we know that they're the chariots. According to the scriptures, read Ezekiel. All right? The wheel within the wheel. All right? And the so-called UFOs or UAPs, they're powered by the Holy Spirit. The scriptures tell you that. But once again, the natural man, he's not going to receive that. He's going to scoff at that because things of pertaining to the spirit are foolishness unto him. He can't receive it. The scriptures is spot on, man. It's spot on for people like Vocab.
To the question, literally. And he's still.
You don't believe the
continuing
black
to do
angels
shenanigans.
get them into chariots?
Well, how are the angels described in Ezekiel?
So you do believe in it.
Now,
So
but
why'd
I'm
you
asking
say-
the
why-
question.
Yeah,
How are the
I already
angels-
know Ezekiel 1.
So-
I know your basis. It's
No, it's
crazy.
not mine. It's in the Bible, literally
Okay,
canon.
the Bible doesn't say UFOs or chariots.
No, but the angels, are they not as cold, as dark as cold? Or are they Gerber babies with diapers? Do you believe?
All right, let's go to
Excuse me,
Ezekiel.
mister. Do you believe that the angels have diapers on their babies?
I don't believe in any of this, buddy.
You don't believe in any of it. Cool. So anyway.
He's a secular Brit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have
So-
you got a problem with him?
I have less of a problem with him than the Islamization of your country. That's my real concern.
Okay. Hopefully that goes well with you, yeah? Because no Islam person can come up here and debate us or even try us.
Brother, I've seen that. You know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to be honest here. I've seen Speaker's Corner.
We don't need to go speaker's corner for what?
I know you're scared to death.
No, there's confusion there. Why would I go to a place
There's
when
confusion right here.
There's no confusion
You literally
right
have two contradictory charts.
Okay, let me ask this man a question. Let it go. Why did you say let it go for?
Most people know your claims are so silly they don't want to engage.
No,
But here's the thing.
You'd rather be with you than with me.
I care about you guys.
Blatant racism.
I'd rather see
Or
you.
discrimination.
What you should be
look
doing
more like us, so he's like, let me
right
go, let me
now.
go and tell him. Don't
You
deal
guys
with
could be
him.
doing so many good things right now.
You can be doing
But
good
instead,
things
you're
by
out
keeping
here
the commandments
wasting your
and not
time.
profaning the Sabbath day.
You're the one working
Do you
on
know
the
how
Sabbath.
demonically possessed you have to be to come all the way from America to debate us?
Yeah. Hey, man, look, Khan, this guy's demonically possessed, man. And ultimately, he's been put up to it by his handlers, okay, the elites of Edom, okay? But you really travel. This is crazy. You really booked a flight, got on a plane and flew for many hours to the UK, London, just so you could do this, right? Just so you could debate brothers on the doctrine on the streets, which really is really not even debating. Like he's just there to scoff. Like, bro, you know, you don't have nothing better to do, right? But then he wants to tell brothers, oh, you guys could be doing so, greater things than this. Like, but you could too. Why don't you go and teach your people? your bugged out doctrine. Why why are you so obsessed with the Israelites?
Alright, check this out.
What demon have you got on you?
How am I profaning the Sabbath when you're the one who lugged all this equipment out here?
What? Let me get Matthew 12 and 12. Let me get Matthew 12 and 12. I'm going to answer the question with the words of Christ. I'm going to actually answer the question. Don't run from this. Hey. This is the guy from Islam. You got someone for you,
How you doing?
He come up here.
Check this out.
Wait, hold on. Don't run.
Why you trying to sow this
Hold on. Watch it. I'm going to give you the basic. No, my man. He come all the way from America to shut down Islam.
I know who he is.
Okay, Vocab. Okay, he literally come just to shut down Islam. Right? The enemy, my enemy. The enemy of my enemy.
Really?
Wisdom come king.
Yeah, so I just look for any.
Come in.
I look for any. What you say?
And he
Crazy.
madness. But he said he came to destroy Islam. But he's for Islam.
But I've read his books.
So you agree with him?
No, you have to see debating people. You have to know the truth.
Of course.
And I've seen his debates. And I've seen.
So you're okay with him? Even though he's trying to destroy Islam?
I don't listen. I don't agree with him. Christianity, you don't agree with Islam.
Okay.
But when it comes to this issue with you guys,
You see what I'm saying? So two enemies can come together to
not
destroy
enemies.
one person. This man.
Yeah, two enemies, right? This guy is a Christian. Vocab Malone is a Christian, and this guy is a Muslim, right? They both don't agree. Vocab is against Islam, and he's against Christianity, right? Vocab actually says that he's come to destroy Islam. But here it is. These two niggas will dap up and come against the Israelites. You see that? Two enemies will come together. even though their doctrine differs, their ways of life differ. Oh yeah, but they'll come together all day long when it comes to taking down you Jakes. You see? And this right here is really spiritual, man, because it tells you about that in Psalms, all the nations that came together to conspire to take us away from being a nation. This right here is spiritual. But you seen it happen in real time. You see that? So this right here shows you, man, that this has to be the truth, bro. This has to be the truth. Because nowhere else will you see enemies come together and unite on a common cause, right? Just like you heard him say, I don't agree with everything, but when it comes to this, oh yeah, I'm definitely behind Vocab when it comes to taking down the Israelites. You see? So this shows you, man, that this is spiritual. Okay, this right here is a spiritual thing. Let's continue.
Must be the truth. This must be the truth. Hey, this is the truth.
Right.
Two enemies can come together
That
to
makes
destroy one
no
cause.
sense.
Okay, cool. That makes no sense.
makes no
Have you
sense.
not studied wars?
It might mean you're
Have
wrong.
you not studied
Instead
wars?
of-
The enemy of my
evidence that you're right,
enemy.
it might mean you're
The
wrong.
enemy of my enemy.
Is this in the Bible somewhere?
I didn't say it was in the Bible.
Okay.
I said, have you not studied wars?
Yeah, I've studied
Two
wars.
enemies link up to take down one person.
Yes. Brother, he just happened to walk by.
No, he didn't. The Lord sent him up here. Did the Lord not send you up here?
which Lord do you believe in?
The God, the creation.
Yeah, Qadr Allah. We say it's
No. The God, the Most High God.
He's predestined.
The God of the Bible.
So I don't believe in that.
So you believe in the God of the Quran? So you believe the God of the Quran sent you up here?
I believe everyone's predestined. Yeah, no? Can you continue?
Okay, cool. We believe in...
Now, why are you trying to change the subject? I got good questions for
About
you.
the Sabbath. Don't
So
run.
let me show you some
Don't
questions
run.
to ask them.
Question.
Compare their two
Take his
charts
number.
here. They literally
Take
have
his
two different
number.
charts here. This says Benjamin,
Commonwealth
of Dutch
and
Caribbean.
West Indies.
This just says
Let's
West
see if you're a
Indies.
smart guy. Let's see if you're a
Their
smart
own
guy.
two charts don't agree. Now, we understand this is trying to be more precise to that, but here's the thing. The band that got this revealed to him, supposedly
He knows the
Ariana,
man. He knows the man.
says that it came from...
See, you don't even know his stuff. You don't know his stuff. You don't know his
We're
stuff.
not talking about Islam.
It's not Islam. He's not talking about Islam.
No, we're talking about
But he's
Islam.
not talking about
The
Islam.
way it worked was this. Aria, who's on the living student.
Yes, that's
So,
what he's right. He's right.
here's the way it works.
Stupid from him and he just
Yes, that's the evidence that shows, because we have evidence from contemporaries of Bivens.
Of course. Now answer
So
the
here's the
question.
thing. He says he received it from the Lord.
Okay?
Now, if he received this from the Lord, which we think is malarkey, where is this in the Bible?
Okay, we can get that in Deuteronomy.
You're not going to go to Genesis 49? You want to go to Deuteronomy? That's
What
fine.
Me
he's
anyway.
saying is that exactly the way it is.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying about the West Indies and Commonwealth.
No, all the differences. This is supposed to be from the Lord.
Okay,
Why
cool.
do you get to update it?
Okay, no, let me answer the question.
Then it's not really from the Lord, it's like, right?
You just gave your own answer. You said that you modernized it, right? So, Commonwealth Who ruled in the Commonwealth?
I know the answer. But what I'm saying
We
is
gave you from the
if
internet.
this is from the Lord, okay. Do you have a right to change the words of the Lord?
So wait, hold on. You're from America.
You have the right, because this
The
is in
person-
English. We're not talking about
No,
translation.
we're not saying that. The person who made this,
What's
why
his
did
name?
you go to them?
Arias 80
No, no,
years
not
old.
him. The one who updated it.
I've already talked to Alazar.
Okay, cool. So why didn't you ask him
I
about
have.
the Commonwealth and the West Indies? Saying
You're
his
the one
name.
using the sign.
But you keep saying his name.
You're the
You
one
haven't said his
using
name
the
once.
sign. Now, let me
So
just tell you how
Commonwealth and the
scandalous
West
this chart
Indies
is.
are the same.
You're out here preaching the word of the
Can you
Lord
answer about the
with a
Sabbath
woman
day
with her
first?
breasts exposed.
Her
This woman
breast
doesn't even have a
exposed.
shirt on.
What? This is a close
You're a man of the Lord.
Now he hates
out here with
women.
exposed
Now he hates women.
breasts.
Now he hates women.
What I think
Now
is
he
the
hates
problem
women.
is the
Now
way
he
that
hates
you
women.
contradict your own
Now you hate
message.
women.
You got,
Madness.
why can't you just pick an Israelite woman, supposedly, who at least got some clothes on?
That's true. That's true.
All right then, cool.
See, and now he you know, vocab really, and this shows you that these guys really have no argument, man. See, now if you was really trying to cut the Israelites, like how you know, so-called trying to cut the Israelites, then you would be going into the scriptures and saying, well, the scripture says this, it says this, and says this, right? So you guys are off. You guys are going off. But he can't do that, okay? Because everything that we say comes out the book. Look, the brothers have had the Bible open the whole time. The brothers trying to read the Bible, you know, vocab is interjecting. You see what I'm saying? Cutting brothers off and doing all that madness, man. So he's not out there to actually learn. He's out there to scoff. That's clearly what he's doing. You see, and this is why the scriptures say in Matthew 7:6, it says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you." Okay, now you're not gonna try to teach a pig quantum physics. you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna try to teach a pig how to fly a plane, man. He's not mentally equipped to receive that. You see? It's not that the pig is wicked, though. I mean, that's just how the Most High made the pig. His mind is not, you know, the pig's mind is not built for that. You see? A pig is meant to be a pig, man. He's meant to wallow in the mud, all right, eat all day, defecate, sleep, and wake up and do it all over again. That's how he was designed. See? 2/3 of our people in the heathen, they were not designed to receive the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is why the scriptures say, this is why Yahweh Shai say, give not that which is holy unto the dogs. See? A dog is not going to regard this truth, man. Like, a dog is not going to, you know, cherish and, you know, go all out for this truth. No, a dog is not going to regard it. See? Lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. And this is vocab, okay? Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, man. All right, so these brothers, they're from Sakari, right? Which you know, Sakari goes off on certain things, but they are teaching Israel, okay? And they are teaching to come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see? So vocab, you know, he has a problem with that, man. But you're not supposed to be out there, you know, like once you see a person is coming in this kind of spirit, don't even deal with him, man, because at that point it's a waste of time because he's not sincere. You see? Let's also go here to Proverbs 26:4. It says, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit." You see that? So the scriptures say to not answer a fool according to his folly. And what vocab is doing, this is complete folly. You see? He's not coming with scholarship. All he's saying is, oh, Ariad is, and, you know, Elder Albert Bivens and One West. You guys don't know what you're talking about, right? Even the scholarship that the brothers brought out concerning Ham and the darker nations and the Israelites, he said he doesn't believe in it because it's racist. So this is, like I said, well, like the scriptures say, this is a carnal, natural man. Okay, he's, you know, in an argument based off emotions, while the brothers, they're actually coming with scholarship and scriptures. See? So this right here is the difference, man. You know, this is why we don't deal with individuals like this, because it's a waste of time, right? And all that's going to come out of this is folly, right? That's all that's going to come out of this is folly. Now he wants to argue trivial stuff about, oh, why are women on the chart and this and that, and you know, you guys are going to stop teaching the chart. Like, this is just trivial stuff, man. Like, if the chart is wrong, okay, go into the scriptures and prove that it's wrong, man, right? But he's just out there to, you know, the scriptures say that a fool will lay open his folly. All right. And that's exactly what Vocab Malone has been doing the entirety of this video. You know, and also because, you know, brothers, you know, come humble, you know, these brothers are out there with, you know, regular clothes on. You know what I'm saying? They're not out there with a suit and tie and, you know, look all cleaned up and all that. You know, you know, brothers come humbly and come with the scriptures, right? So these, you know, these are the poor, right? But in this world, Ecclesiastes 9:16, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. See, in Vocab on many, in occasion has came out and said, oh, well, where are your credentials to teach the Bible? Did you go to seminary school? Do you have a doctorate? Do you have a PhD? Right. So he's looking for, according to Vocab, right? We're not qualified to teach the Bible because we don't have a worldly certification that says that, you know, we are equipped to do so. Right. But no, man. Did Yahweh Shai have a degree? Right now, certain, like for example, Apostle Paul, he actually did go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like he, Paul was an educated, studied man, because he was a Pharisee, right? But the disciples weren't, educated. You know what I'm saying? Not even Yahweh Shai was educated, man. But it was all through the Spirit. You see, it's all through the Spirit, man. And the Lord is not dealing with the wisdom of this world, because you go to these seminary schools and they're not teaching you the truth. You see, that's the whole thing about it. Like, you go to these seminary schools or you go to these colleges and they really not teaching you nothing. I know, because I went to college. Like, I've learned more in this truth than I've ever learned in any school in my entire life. Okay, and that's facts, right? But here it is in this world, the poor man's wisdom is despised. See? Despised, man. And this is why people will come up against us and, say all manner of evil. All right, but hey, it's all good, because they did the same thing to Yahweh Shai. They killed the prophets, they demonized and falsely accused them. So, as the scriptures say, the servant is not greater than the master. So if they did it to Yahweh Shai, then they're going to do it to us too. This is all a part of this walk.
Fair play.
Just
now what though? Now we said it, now what?
It's just proof.
No, it's not, because we said fair play between me and you. We agreed on certain things.
Israeli, I hear that from you.
Remember, we saw us down the road. So anyway, fair play.
You got an answer?
I just said fair play, and now you still want to go on.
So next week this will be out here, or they'll be covered up?
Again, it's a close depiction of the women.
Yeah, but it's promoting immodesty.
How is this promoting immodesty? Did we tell
Would
women
you let your wife have her cleavage out like
again?
that?
Did we tell women to dress like this? No.
Well, why do you have a picture of it?
It's a close
It'd be
depiction
like
of the
if
women.
a
But why
picture
is
from a
he
rated R movie and like, this is an Israelite woman. Why not just show Claire Huxtable? Why do you got to show this?
See, man, these guys have nothing to debate with. You see, this is why they're going into trivial, petty stuff like, oh, why is she up there? Why is she up there to represent? Like, it's just a depiction so people that pass by and see the sign, so that they can see someone that they recognize and say, oh, she's, it's like that, man. But they want to go back and forth about petty stuff, like just like the brother said. Like, it said, okay, we'll give you that. Why you want to keep going on about it? right? But this is what the devil does, man. Like, the devil just comes to sow strife and sow contention and, you know, take away from the actual word, man. Okay, this is what, you know, these guys are set up to do, to take away from the word. But they'll come like they're also holy and that, you know, they have it right. You know, which once again, man, if you have it right and you're fully convinced of that, go and teach your people. All right. Where is your following? Okay. And really your whole following, Vocab's whole following, are people that are against the Israelites. Okay. People follow Vocab because they join him in his spirit of hating the Israelites. So really his whole ministry is centered around coming up against the Hebrew Israelites. Meanwhile, we just teaching the word, man. So again, this shows you that this is the truth, man. Okay, because why, you know, if it's not the truth, why do you have to come up so hard against it? I mean, if we're just these false prophets, why do you have to put so much energy and resources into trying to debunk what we believe? You know, Vocab doesn't believe in Islam. He doesn't believe in Buddhism, but you don't see him going around to these you know, Muslim nations and these Buddhist nations and trying to debunk them. But when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, oh yeah, we got to get these niggas. We got to get these niggas off the streets, right? So that shows you that it's a spirit, man. You know, you know, people like this have a anti-Hamashiach spirit on them to be doing what they're doing. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Lord willing, this was edifying through the Rakakadash. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Bashim Rakakadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect.